We've got tips and recipes for healthy living. So for fun and inspiration, come and join us in the raw food world.
Welcome everybody, this is Matt Monarch with the Raw Food World TV show, and Angela's been making power wraps. Those are really good, everybody loves them, and she decided to make them on her own because we're in Ecuador and we can't get them.
Maybe you can tell them what power wraps are because they don't know.
The Go Pals power wraps, they're nori with fun stuff inside, and you dehydrate it and you got a little power wrap, a stick, and you just eat it.
They're like one of the oldest raw snack foods on the market, aren't they, Bubba?
They are.
So, yeah, if you've never seen them, it's basically just a little tiny strip of nori like that, rolled up, like kind of like a long cigar, with really yummy stuff inside and dehydrated. And for some reason, I got really excited about these a few days ago, and we only had a few here from the US, so I was like, I gotta make my own. And it was really fun, and they were really, really good. So I'm gonna make some more today and show you guys how to do it, or at least an option for how to do it. It's not like there's some certain recipe you have to follow. So the recipe we're gonna use today is gonna involve red peppers and garlic, hot pepper, lime juice, some salty things, and some sunflower seeds. So really simple. I cut up about, 5 red peppers. I'm going to put that in as the base of this. I really like red peppers and stuff like this because it's really odd sounding if you've never tried stuff like this, but it gives it like a cheesy flavor. Trust me, it works really well. It's cool. And I've got half of a spicy local hot pepper here. This
From
is
our own garden.
Yeah, from our garden. We have all kinds of different hot peppers here, and this one looks like this, and I got half of it. I took the seeds out because these guys are really strong. A few cloves of garlic, and the juice of 3 limes, or you can of course use lemons, or whatever you like, along those lines. I'm going to put in a little bit of dulse, because I'm happy to have seaweed minerals, and a little bit of really high quality sea salt that we have here. A bit more of that. So this is really similar to the mixture that we make for putting on kale chips, if you've ever seen us making kale chips. It's really yummy. So I'm just going to blend these together.
I don't think it's raw anymore.
Why? You could use tomatoes as well as a base if you don't have peppers or you want to use something else. And then in this canister, we're going to sunflower seeds. It's something like about 8-10 ounces of sunflower seeds in here. Powder, and you could use any kind of nut or seeds, you know, it doesn't have to be sunflowers. You could use pumpkin seeds, almonds, Brazil nuts, like whatever you've got, even mixtures of different nuts and seeds. And I know in the Go Pals power wraps, there's usually something to give more of a sweet element to the flavor. Like some of them have honey in them, some of them have agave. I'm not going to put anything like that in because I feel like the red pepper kind of does enough of that for my taste buds personally. But that's something else to consider if you want to add in whatever, like some dates or bananas or honey or whatever it is. Balance all of those flavors. Alright, so I just added in the sunflower seeds to this red mixture, and then we're going to blend this up again. from the red pepper mostly, I believe. And you could also, of course, add in some oils if you wanted to get more omegas in there or something. You could add in some, I don't know, flax oil or whatever you wanted. I wouldn't do it until right at the end though. Like I would just put it in now and not blend it so that you're not breaking the oils up too much. Just try it. Wow. That's amazing. That's really, really good. Like you could just eat that as like a dip or a sauce or something. Wow. Really vibrant. So now, what we're gonna do, this is definitely not an art that I've perfected yet, so bear with me. These are Nori sheets, which I'm sure most of you are familiar with. I cut each Nori sheet into like 4 sections, so I'm guessing that's about like 1.5 inches across or something. And then I cut multiple sheets at a time, like 4 or 5 sheets at a time. So you have all these little slips, and then take some of this sauce and try my best to spread it evenly. Along here. And then just try and roll it up. I was finding this kind of method worked well, kind of like in thirds. And then just put it on your Teflon sheet for your dehydrator, and voila! Put it in the dehydrator, and they are really good when you eat them warm from the dehydrator. I mean, I love GoPal's Power Wraps however they are, but they're just really cool to be able to try them straight from the dehydrator when they're still warm. And you can, when it's like earlier in the process, they're more like squidgy and chewy, and later in the process they're more like crunchy. And I know Kate Magic does something similar to this, but with something green, and I don't remember anymore what it is that she does, but she was looking for ways to get more green stuff into her children, and so she was making some kind of really yummy mixture with like green powder in it, and making it into like little parcels like this and dehydrating it. So you could look her up on Facebook or go to Kate's Magic Bubble or something and find out what she puts in there. I'm really happy about this recipe right now. And you could of course do all kinds of different flavors, like GoPal has Japanese, they have Italian, curry is my favorite, Mexican. So you could put different spices and herbs in there, play around with different recipes. And you also don't have to do it, of course, in this kind of shape. You could do little parts if you wanted, or whatever works for you. But I think these are pretty cool. It's kind of like, you know, if you ate cheese sticks when you were growing up, it's kind of like having cheese sticks or something. So that's it. Very
Cool.
simple and very tasty. Great snack food if you've got children or hungry, skeptical partners or something who don't like the raw food stuff that you're making. This might be really yummy to chew on.
And who do we got there?
Angela Stokes Monarch.
And Matt Monarch. Enjoying Power Wraps.
Bye bye.
And we'll see you again tomorrow with the Raw Food World TV show.
Thanks for joining us. We'll see you again at the Raw Food World.